What's going on, guys? Azim is here with my Stamina NECRO PvP build. Before we get into the build, let's take a look at our stats buff. I am in no CP because I'm mainly playing BGs. Alright, so we have about 5.4k weapon damage with the Berserker enchant, 2.2k stam recovery, 9.8k magic, 24k health, 25k on the back bar, 27k stamina, and 2.2k crit resistance, and armor buff, almost 20k physical and spell resistance with 25% crit. So getting into the build, for our first set we have Briarheart, we have the 2H Maul, chest, waist, gloves, and boots. Our 2H Maul is Nerdhone with the Berserker enchant on it. And if you don't know what Briarheart does, it's going to give you 450 weapon damage anytime you crit. And for our second set we have Citadel's Crest. Now we aren't running a burst heal on this build, so this is going to be our main source of healing as far as having a burst heal. So we have a powered mace to increase our healing, which also buffs up our heal from Citadel's Crest. And we have a sturdy shield, of course, to reduce block costs with the health enchant to get more health on our back bar. And then we have the necklace and 2 rings and the legs. Our jewelry is weapon damage, all enchanted. And then the legs, we are running 6 pieces of both Briarheart and Citadel's Crest. The reason why is because Citadel's Crest, for the 4th piece, if you were not to put the legs on, you would still have a whole set of Citadel's Crest, but your health is going to be jumping around a lot, and I don't really like that, so I put on another piece of Citadel's Crest so that my health doesn't jump around too much. It is up to you though. If you're able to slot in any mythic items, then you can totally do that as well. And for our third set, we have, of course, Balorgs. It's going to give us a ton of weapon damage every time we consume an ultimate. So for the big pieces, we have Prismatic enchants, and then for the smaller pieces, the rest stam. I am running poisons on my back bar. It's up to you if you want to run them. And for our food, we are using Lava Foot. We already have a lot of health coming from our healthy rings from Citadel's Crest, so we don't really need Artaeums or anything to put more points into our health. And Lava Foot's just going to give us a ton of recovery and max stam. For our Mundus Stone, we are using the Warrior for more weapon damage. Getting into our skills, we have Forward Momentum as our snare removal, Necro Potency as our ultimate gain. This is a flex spot. You can either put Necro Potency here, or you can put Evil Hunter to get more damage and more crit. But I kind of like the old gain, so I put that there. Blast Bones as our AoE burst, Dizzy Swing as our spammable burst, and Reverse Slice as our AoE execute, and Dawnbreaker. On our back bar we have Elude as our speed buff, Beckoning Armor to pull in ranged enemies and increase our armor, of course, Vigor, standard stamina heal for all characters, Mortal Coil as our stamina recovery and a heal over time. It's up to you. If you play in CP mainly, you can probably get away with running the other morph of this for more group healing if that's your playstyle. I personally like the stamina recovery from this. It helps out a lot with sustain. And our last skill, we have Spirit Guardian. This is going to give us a damage reduction every time we have it up. While active, 10% of the damage you take is transferred to the spirit instead, and it's going to give you a little bit of healing every 2 seconds. And our ultimate, we have Spell Wall here on the back bar. If you play a lot of solo PvP or BGs by yourself, Spell Wall is going to help you out a lot in terms of kiting enemies and be able to take more damage. However, if you do play in small group or even large group, I would run Colossus because it's just too good to pass up on. It's a huge AoE damage and debuff, and it's stupid hard. Alright, that's it for the skills. Now, I did switch to PC. That is why my champion points are so low. I did, however, have 2 max accounts on console. I'm not too sure about specking points right now since obviously I don't have max CP, but I'm going to try and give you guys a accurate reading on what I would put into my skills. For Warlord, you're probably going to want about 20% to 22% here, and for Sprinter, maybe about 3 to 5%. For Mooncalf, I'd probably put around 14%, 12 to 14% ish in here. For Tenacity, I'd maybe just only put like 5 to 6%. Tumbling, I definitely do around 15 to 18%, and then 18 to 20% for Shadow to reduce our block cost. And for Blessed, I'd probably put around 6 to 8% in here, just to increase our overall healing. I'd definitely put maybe close to 20, 18%, 18 to 20% in Master at Arms, and maybe just like 3 or 2% in Physical Weapons Expert. And then for mighty, I'd probably put around 12 to 14%, maybe, probably around 12%. I keep piercing at like 37, and then precise strikes, I'd probably try and get that up to maybe like 18%. For the red sheet and ironclad, I'd probably put around 15 to 18% in here. And then actually I'd put around maybe just enough points to get you to 200 extra crit resist if that's what you need. For hardy and elemental defender, I'd definitely go 12% on both. And thick skin, I'd probably stop around 15 to 18%. And then quick recovery, I'd probably do around 10 to 12%, maybe 12 to 15. Again, I don't have the points, so I'm not able to do that for you. Hope that gives you an idea on where to spec your points. Alright, that is all for today's video, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and stick around to the end if you want to see the build in action. Peace out.
You better turn up. You better be there when I shake. Watch me rockin' if I can't stop. If I should fall, just go ahead. Go and catch me, baby.